Hey ladies, so today's video is going to show you how to apply the artificial nails. This is the kit that comes with every purchase. As you can see here, there's an alcohol pad, 2 nail files, cuticle pusher, and a glue stick. Right? I'm going to set this aside because I won't be using that. I'll be using what I actually have on hand. Here are the nails I'm going to be wearing. These are the meant to be set. So step 1 is to take off any old polish or nails, and I just took off some green nail polish that I actually had on here, and I washed my hands. Step 2 is soak and or wash hands. So I washed my hands and I applied some lotion on my hands, and I make sure not to get it on my actual nails. And if I do, I make sure to take it off with some alcohol wipes. Then the third step would be to push back our cuticles. So that's what I'm gonna be doing now, pushing back my cuticles. And this is the cuticle pusher that comes in each set. As you can see here, I didn't get off all the nail polish, but that's all right. Just scraped it away. Okay. And I tend to push my cuticles back like every day while I'm in the shower, because my nails are already moist and the water's there. So I'm just like this in the shower, usually pushing it back with my nail, because my nail is long enough to just push back any cuticle. So can't really, like, I haven't I feel like there's no cuticles to be pushing back here, but for the sake of this video, I'll show you exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Just push back all the cuticles, mama. See, for me, sometimes I feel like it's easier to just use my actual nails to push back any cuticles. And for this, like for me, I know there are people who prefer to actually cut the excessive cuticles. I actually prefer to just push back the cuticles and not actually cut it, because we want to make the set look as natural as possible. And if we keep this cuticle, like this excess cuticle skin, when we apply the nails, we're able to like kind of put it underneath the excess, and it looks natural. And you'll see that once we've applied the nail. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with this one. I'm just putting down the cuticle pusher, because it just feels like my actual nail does a better job at pushing these back, mainly because like my cuticles are already pushed back, but just my preference. And then you want to make sure you get like all the cuticles or like dead skin everywhere, because I tend to find some like dead skin at the edges, and if you just push that off, it'll come right off. You see? I actually have some cuticle that's coming off itself. Guys, don't do what I do. I just rip that piece off. But if you have like a cuticle cutter, just cut off any excess cuticle that may be I guess just hanging. If that's what you want to say. Again, you want to get all the cuticle pushed back as much as possible. Dead skin. This nail is super green because it still has a pigment, but that's fine because we're gonna trim and file our nails because we don't want them long, just in case, like, for whatever reason we put the nail on and they break or whatever. I wouldn't want to like break my actual nail. As you can see here, like, this nail is actually breaking. But so handy dandy nail clipper. And it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. And if you don't have any, basically any nails to be cutting and yours are just fine, I would say just leave them the length that you currently have them. If you don't find that they're too long for your liking. Now we want to shape our nails because sometimes if you just apply these nails on our actual nails without prepping them or filing them, we'll see that some of the edges may stand out. So let's see what I'm talking about. So if I were to just apply this, okay, so this nail underneath isn't like popping through. Well, I guess like none of these. Excuse my shaking, like if I'm shaking or anything, because I just had some coffee and I am extremely sensitive to caffeine, and I don't know why I did that, but well, I do know why I did that. My husband, oh my goodness, my boyfriend actually went out and got me some Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Oh my goodness, I hate how my nails look right now. But that'll be just fine. I'm trying to show you guys, like you see right here, dead skin, and my nail bed is like going this way. Okay, so we want to file like our edges. As best as possible. Some of you guys may not even have to do this because you give yourselves manicures weekly or whatnot, and you guys have like those perfect nail beds. Me, on the other hand, I feel like I have real trifling nail beds. Anyway, these actually don't have to be perfect because the artificial nails are going to go on top of them. Okay. I just want to like make these as straight as possible because some of them, like when my nails grow, they grow like wide on the outside, if that makes sense. You see, like they're growing that way. Guys, bear with me because I feel like this is my very first time like filming me doing anything. So, and I kind of want to, you see like right there, like that little dead piece of skin just hanging. If you have cuticle cutters, you hear me? Whatever these things are, They're like nail cutters or something. Just cut those little pieces off. And this process shouldn't really take you long. Yeah, I think I'm ready. So now that I trimmed and filed my nails, I'll want to buff off my nails of any oil or shine. So this is a 100 and 180 grit, and I'm assuming that the 100 side is less harsh than the 180, just because of the feel. So I don't want to like take off too much of my nails, so I'm just going to use the 100 side. And you guys in the application just have like the regular nail file, so it shouldn't be affecting your nail bed. However, if you do have like a 180 grit, make sure that you are lightly buffing, you're not like harshly overdoing it, because you don't want to make your nails sensitive, if that makes sense. For this nail, just because it has some like extra buildup, I am going to use that 180 to like take off some of that buildup. And this process is to take off any I don't know if I said it already, just to take off any shines or oils that may be on your nail. And this is the trick on getting your nails to last long. You want to make sure that you get like every little spot. Like you don't want none of the pieces of your nail to be shiny, because you want the glue to like adhere to your whole nail and not just pieces of it, because some water or things could get trapped in between your nail and the artificial nail, and we don't want that, because that's where bacteria and fungus grow. See, like just lightly buffing. Oh guys, sorry if I'm like getting out of the frame. Oh jeez, I hope that when I was recording in frame, because that would be embarrassing to have been talking and not actually recording the damn thing. So you could see the difference, right? Like shine, no shine, shine, no shine. Remove all these showing, girl. Okay, this caffeine is probably getting to me. Then like it's so weird when you're like recording yourself, because it sounds like you're talking to yourself, but I'm not. I'm talking to my homegirls who's trying to get pressed. Okay, getting y'all nails pressed. And I'm so excited for you guys who like actually purchased the set and are gonna be wearing them soon. Sorry for the delayed how-to video, but here you go, girls. As you can see, I'm a klutz. And for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna do my left hand on camera, because I don't want to like spend too long on here. You guys probably don't even want to see the whole process. You just want to see the actual end result. But yeah, before we all shine. Take away all this dust. Somewhere else right now. Okay. Now you would want to lay out your nails in order, so that way you aren't like struggling. So here I laid these out and they're actually in order. And if I was doing both of my hands at the same time, I would usually go from hand to hand. I would start with my pinky and then work my way to my thumb. So I would do this pinky, then do this pinky, then do this ring finger, then do this ring finger, so forth. Then my middle index, then thumbs. I just find it easier doing it that way instead of actually working with my thumbs and then going forward, you know, like just getting things out the way seems better. All right, so this is the nail glue that I'm going to be using today. This is the very first nail glue that I've actually purchased. You can guys, I'm traveling. So what happens with certain glues, since it's glue, it actually glues itself shut sometimes, so it gets so hard to open. Like I actually have to wind up biting it. So excuse me while I actually see, like I'm trying to take it out right now and it's not working, so excuse me while I bite this off. So maybe I should have tried opening this earlier before I actually washed my hands and put lotions on it, because even with me actually biting it, it's not coming off. So I'm actually gonna put that glue there and grab another glue that I have. I'm actually gonna use the new glue that I purchased. So if I look, I actually find this at one time. Sorry for not being prepared for this, because I usually like being prepared, but I just got this nail glue and I was actually recommended this, so I hope that this is as good as it's rated out to be. Okay, so I'm going to start with my pinky. First thing you want to do is you want to apply, first of all, apply a dot of glue to your actual nail bed, and then you just like want to swirl it around to make sure that the whole nail is covered. And then you want to just add like a little dot to the artificial nail. You want to just like move it around, I guess. Oh my goodness, I can already see that this was too much glue for this small nail and it just came everywhere. So I want to clean my edges, and I feel like, oh my goodness, you gotta like do these things pretty fast, because if not, the glue will dry and the stick. Oh my goodness, yeah, this glue is, wow. Okay, so the guys, I'm so sorry. This was the first time dealing with that glue, and that glue actually came out pretty good. Like I didn't have to squeeze it or anything. So this one's actually a brush on, so I usually brush it on. This one, it's like a dropper. Oh my gosh, you could see the glue on here, right? Because it got stuck. But the fit, like it feels like it's stuck on there, like, and I didn't even apply that much pressure, so I'm hoping that it stays on for the normal like 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this one, and I feel like I don't even have to do that much squeezing or anything, so I just got like 1 drop out of this, and I'm just I'm trying to just move it around without extra glue coming out, but it Okay, so since this comes like the glue seems to like come out so much, I'm not even gonna try to put glue on the artificial nail. I'm just gonna squeeze the nail in hopes that the glue underneath is spreading. Having faith, girls. Oh my gosh, did this come out crooked? I don't think so. So now that this glue is like seeping through and like drying to my nails, I'm gonna have to go over and like try to remove the glue with the with either this or some other tool later to take off like the glue around the actual nail. Oh my goodness, I don't know what. Okay, that's probably glue like getting stuck to the nail too. But apply some pressure because you don't want these bad boys coming off anytime soon. If applied right, these can literally last you about 2 to 3 weeks. So again, I'm doing this at the center, moving this around. Maybe I should stop like after I put the glue on the nail because it's become excessive. And then you want to like put, oh my goodness, you want to kind of like push the nail as close to your cuticle as possible. And if you can get underneath it, my thing is I'm trying so hard to get the nail on before the glue dries. I know with this one I'm able to like work with it and actually try to put the nail underneath my excess cuticles. Like, oh my goodness, cuticle like the skin, to make it look more natural. Guys, does the nails look sideways to you, or is it just me? I really hope it's as straight as possible. Drop it in the center, move it around without taking out too much glue. Again, I would normally put glue on the nail and the artificial nail, but it just seems to me that this, oh my goodness, that the nail actually just like popped into place, like if the glue was magnetic. I'm so serious. Like, I don't know if it's because of this glue. Like, this glue must be really, really good. Hopefully it lasts up to 3 weeks, because this glue seems to be working extremely well. Just applying pressure, making sure the glue is adhering to the nails. Well, I can't believe how this like literally just popped into place. It was like the glue was magnetic and it just took the nail. I'm like in love with this color, guys. I don't know what this is. All right, now onto the thumb. Onto the thumb. Like, I usually don't like having any gaps or whatever, because I feel like if you don't cover the whole nail with glue, that just leaves room for your nail to lift. And you see here, I'm trying to get underneath. Oh my gosh, is that sideways? Oh my gosh, I think that's sideways, and the freaking nail is not coming out. Girl. So if you get this glue, oh my gosh, make sure you take your time and you aren't like me. I don't know, and I don't even think I'm like trying to go fast or anything. I just feel like it's, when I tell you, it feels like it just popped right onto the glue, and it like the glue, I don't even know how to explain it. Just be careful if you're using this glue. And I was told by somebody else, like the girl who recommended this glue to me, actually, like she wears artificial nails all the time. Like she doesn't what am I saying? All the nails are artificial if they're not your own. But press-ons, like she swears by press-ons. Like she doesn't get acrylic often. She usually just uses press-ons, and she swears by this glue, and I can see why. And she also says that her nails last on average 3 weeks. Guys, if you could wear your set for 3 or more weeks, wouldn't you want to wear that, girl? All right, I see you. All right, and then I have some like cuticle oil here too, because I like to put oil on my cuticles afterwards to make it like look as natural as possible and as fresh as possible. So I'll be doing that in a second. Let me grab the door for someone. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, and I'm just gonna be dabbing like the oil just like this. And you want to make sure not to get it on like the line like I just did. And if you did, just like rub it into your hand. I'm so pissed, but this glue seems to be really good, so doesn't seem to matter. Just like push it back to get as much moisture to the nail. And hopefully some of this moisture helps remove some of this glue surrounding my nail. You see that? Oh yeah, it's coming off. And that's why it's like I say, be careful when applying cuticle oil after you've applied the nail, because once you apply cuticle oil and you soak it for about 10 to 15 minutes, the nail can start to lift, and we don't want that. We just did our nails. All right, girls, and that's it. How they look to you guys? To me, they look fabulous. I think I've had my press-on nails actually look a little bit more natural because I had more time to like put them underneath the XX cuticle skin. I don't even know what I'm saying, girls. Usually I can just put them underneath that extra skin that's built up after me pushing back my cuticle. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I felt like with this glue, I feel like the glue is so good, but I feel like I didn't have enough time to play with it. They still look good though. They still look a little bit natural, adding the oil. Yeah. So there, that's how you do it. If you have any questions, please be sure to DM me or email me, however you see fit. Ciao.